play against a bad team, we would have won.
Coming up next, a team from Conquest, Saskatchewan that never says... Welcome to Conquest, Saskatchewan, and another team that's setting records, this time for winning.
Go.
It's hockey night in Conquest, and they'll go out one more time. They'll play hard, play to win, to keep their town alive. The day before their next big game is never a relaxing one for the Conquest merchants.
Well, we're competitive. Yeah. Well, if you're going to do it, there's only one way to do it, and get her done. You pushing her?
Yeah, Sam.
Terry and Neil Joyce are brothers in arms.
Can't do everything.
They grew up on a farm just outside the little prairie town of Conquest.
That's good.
And they've been playing for the local hockey team for most of their lives. What was it like growing up in Conquest?
Well, we were rank rats, I guess.
Were you?
Everybody was. Every chance you could find to get enough guys together, have a little scrimmage game. It was the thing to do if you weren't at home doing chores.
How many people were in Conquest when you were kids? Population?
250 maybe, 300.
300? What's the population today?
I think it says 195.
Dwindling population.
Yeah. There used to be 3 grocery stores, you know, a couple more farm dealerships, Royal Bank, you know, I mean, when it's a town this size, when you lose that many businesses, it's a big disappointment, actually. People are upset a bit, I guess. School shutting down, you know, talk of the elevator getting, you know, shut down and knocked over. And, you know.
Next thing, they'll be pulling the railroad out.
Yeah. It's a matter of time. It's just going one way. It's just down.
Is it truly going downhill fast?
I think so, yeah. There's
one thing here in Conquest that's taking a little longer to fade away. When it comes to hockey, this is still a boom town. How long have you had this philosophy, hockey is life?
About 10 years.
About 10 years? How old are you?
No,
Here in Conquest, love of hockey even predates birth.
8 years.
And one good reason for its long-running popularity is the town's senior hockey team. What do you know about the Conquest Merchants?
Oh, they're a good team. They're fast and awesome.
The best team in the world.
All right. The Merchants belong to the 10-team Saskatchewan Valley Hockey League.
13 guys tonight.
Conquest is the smallest town in the league with the fewest players to draw from, but it's got the best record. The Merchants have been in the provincial finals every year but one since 1988. They've won 13 league championships and 4 provincial championships. That winning attitude has always been there off the ice, too. In 1980, when their rink burned to the ground, that might have been it for hockey here in Conquest. Within a year, though, a few hundred townspeople raised more than $350,000. The new rink was built by volunteers and has been run by volunteers ever since.
It was all canvassing, fundraising, selling tickets. Everybody did their own part, you know.
Just a natural catch.
It was just a frenzy for 2 years. It was quite an accomplishment, actually.
A final practice before today's game has to be squeezed around multiple schedules. Most of these guys have to work for a living, after all. They're grain farmers, bison farmers, construction workers, and garage mechanics. Not that some of them, like Neil Joyce, didn't dream about bigger and better things. Did you have aspirations to go on in the hockey world?
Yeah.
Did you dream as high as the NHL in your mind?
Yeah.
Aspire?
I suppose, yeah, but
I didn't get my grade 12, so...
Too busy playing hockey, I'll bet.
I guess so, yeah.
So this is the team in the late 70s.
Yeah.
Now, that's you.
Yeah.
A little longer hair, a little younger looking, a little more...
Quite a bit younger.
Where is Terry here?
He's up in the middle here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there he is. And then, so through the years, this is you again, isn't it, Terry?
Yep.
You were captain with him.
Yes, I was.
82. You've been captain a long time.
Yeah, 20 years or so.
20 years. I don't know too many leagues that have a captain for 20 years. How do you feel about it?
Old.
If the team, not to mention the town, can hang in there long enough, there are new recruits on the way up.
One day, if I can't make the NHL, I'll probably stick around Conquest and play for Conquest Merchants.
Good for you.
Yeah, I play for Conquest Merchants.
Is that your dream?
Yeah.
Because if we didn't fill in, there wouldn't be a Conquest Merchants team
If
left.
there wasn't the
And then
Merchants, then the
there
town
wouldn't
would go
be-
down, I
There
think.
wouldn't be much of a town left here.
On a regular season game, when there's no playoff lingering yet, how many people from Conquest will show up at the rink here?
How much time we got?
Hard to say. 50 to 100, maybe.
Hello.
And on a playoff game?
Could be up to 400, 450.
And the town's only got how many? Less than 200.
Yeah. But people come from, around.
It's just not the town of Conquest. It's, different towns.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the game between the Conquest Merchants and the Keniston Blizzards.
Everybody enjoys coming to watch Conquest Merchants play.
What's going to happen when you guys decide to retire from this team? What will happen to the Conquest Merchants?
I don't know.
Everybody asks every year, are you going to play again? So I think to myself, well, is it all right if I do? Do I look that bad out there? Is it getting to that point where maybe I should quit? But
So why do you keep on? I'd like to know why at age 43 you keep on with the team.
scared to quit. And plus, the teammates, they say, well, if you and Neil quit, we're going to quit. So it's sort of a catch-22 situation. Damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Let's go, white guys!
Do you feel a sense of responsibility to keeping on?
Yeah.
What does bringing home a win or a championship mean, not just for the spirit of the team, but for the spirit of Conquest?
Well, if we're going to keep this community together, we need a rink, a focus point of where people are going to gather. And
Wait, let's go now!
Being a small community and probably the smallest town in the league, I guess it's a sense of pride a little bit that you can still do well as a, little town.
On the stick, on the tape. Let's go, let's go.
in my opinion, it's another, sort of a David and Goliath thing. There are a lot of factors against us, but once the game starts and there's nothing else to worry about other than scoring goals and winning.
It's a way of keeping the flag flying, isn't it?
There's a little bragging rights, a lot of bragging rights. It's, that the boys did it again. Thanks for putting us back on top again.
It's hockey night in Conquest, and they're playing one more time. As long as they have the will to win, they'll keep their town alive.
On the Road Again, brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the coffee you can